Wednesday, and this week is teaching you how to do things. I don't really do much. So I've been blogging since 2010. Basically made a Tumblr when I was 11 simply because I had nothing better to do. Like, Tumblr wasn't really big and I'm still into it in 2014. So I'm going to teach you how to successfully Tumblr it up. So the first thing you want to do is come up with a really creative URL. Most URLs that get followers don't really have hyphens or numbers. So you want to try to be creative and come up with some sort of pun or something like that. Another thing you want to do is come up with what you're going to post. Mostly you will do what's called reblogging, which is basically reposting other people's pictures, and it comes on your blog always. But you want to figure out, do you want to post things from summer, or do you want all vertical scenery, or whatever you want to post. You want to come up with a set blog type. A lot of people do personal blogs. They don't really get that much attention though, because it's like all random, and a lot of people like their dashboard, which is like a news feed on Tumblr, their dashboard to be one certain blog type. So they like to follow you if their blog's similar. There's really great websites to promote your Tumblr on, and one of them is called tumblrplug.com, and that's something that you just type in your blog URL and then like a short description, like a sentence about what you post and if you follow back or not. Following back is something you really want to do when you're first starting, because that's like gets people to follow you and then the word gets out about your blog. I followed back the first 1,000 when I first made my Tumblr. And yeah, I have right now, currently I have 2,712 followers on Tumblr. And it doesn't really seem like that much, but it's good because they're all mostly active. Like, they all still reblog my photos and stuff, and I've had it for 3 years. Well, I also you want to try to have your theme, and not like what you post that theme, but you want to have a design layout that like is really neat, and you want to be able to customize as much as you can without using too many different colors and making it simple and good. When you upload pictures of yourself and your things, you want to make different tags. A good idea for when you upload selfies is to put the tag me, and then when people go to your blog and they look at your me tag, they can see all your pictures. And if you want to upload one of your pictures that you take, you can tag mine, and that's one of the main tags people use. And then when people go to like your tagged mine page, they can see all the pictures that you've taken. Tumblr has a post limit per day of 250 posts, and that's just the rough. Like, there's different exceptions. But what you want to do is basically set up a queue, because during the school year, you're going to want to set up a queue. A queue, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, but a queue is when you put posts in there, and then throughout certain times, how many times per day you want, it'll just post them automatically, so your blog is always active. A lot of people don't like inactive blogs. Like, it tells you on your following list how often they update. So if you haven't updated in like 3 months, they'll unfollow you. And that's how like picky it is. And I go through phases. Like, I went through phases where I would touch my blog every day, and then I went through phases where I would never touch it. But now I'm trying to get back into it. Some things to start off. I didn't give out my Tumblr until like this year. Like, I haven't done that. It's just because like a lot of people on Tumblr really don't either, because like their blog like expresses themselves, and you don't want to like give that out to many people. But I go to a really good, cool school of artsy people. It's an art school, so like I give out my Tumblr now. Whenever you buy a new product, whether it's makeup or Apple products or anything, take a good picture of it, and not with like your phone. Like, take a good picture with a camera and then upload it. A good idea when you're uploading your own pictures is to always like hashtag. They don't really call them hashtags on Tumblr, they're just tags, but just tag all these tags about it. And then when people want to like find a certain picture, they'll look up that tag, and then your picture will come up. This used to be popular in like 2011, but promo games are something that can increase your popularity. You would post like the first 4 to a blog get a promo, and a promo is short for promotion. So when whoever the first 4 that blog, they get a promotion, and you just like tag them, like make a text post, and you write like the URL. The URL, by the way, is like your name, your username.tumblr.com. So when the first reblog would get their URL just typed in the text post or whatever, and then they'll be like, thank you, and they really don't gain any followers. Like, that was like a waste of time. But that's how I got followers. Like, that's how I started gaining, is by following back the first 1,000. That was one, and then by just doing a lot of promotions, because when people reblog you, your name comes up on their thing. So if you say the first 10 that reblog, it goes up on like their followers' dashboards. So if like a blog with like 10,000 followers who blogs you, 10,000 people will see your name. So Tumblr is really good about that. Another really good thing about Tumblr is that you don't have to tell people how many followers that you have, because it's not public. Like Facebook, your friends are public, and Twitter, your followers are public, and Instagram, people can see how many followers you have. Tumblr keeps that private. So you could have like 10 followers and people would never know. So I'm going to talk about how I got into Tumblr. In 6th grade, that was when a lot of bullying started happening. So I didn't have like many people to vent to, and I went to, it wasn't that small, but it was an elementary school in my neighborhood. And I went there, and not many people were trying to make accommodations. Everyone was just kind of mean, and it just got out of hand, and I had no one to vent to, and not many of the like teachers believed the middle school, elementary school drama. Like, people would be saying things and doing things and threatening to do things, and people would be like, I was a really quiet kid, and I still kind of am, but I'm a lot different now where I am at the art school. So when I was in 6th grade, I had no one to really talk to, so I made my Tumblr so I could talk to other people that didn't really know me as well, and I could vent out my problems on my Tumblr. And it wasn't like I wrote my problems, I just like reblogged all these pictures that described me. And so I was only 10, and not many people really knew that. I didn't say on my blog I was 10. So that's how my journey on Tumblr really started. And I still use Tumblr to this day because it really helped me. And you don't really think that a social network could help you out in that way, but it's kind of different. Like, people on that website really understood how I was feeling, and they were going through the same thing too, and they were in the position that I was. So that's how I started making my Tumblr. And now I blog like almost every day, and I have like over 2,000 followers. It's not that big because a lot of like Tumblr famous people have like 600,000, but I have 2,000 at the moment, and a lot of them still talk to me from like 2010, like when I first started. And actually, one of my really close Tumblr friends named Kaylin and I actually met like last month or so, and it was at a mall, and he was the one that like told me about like H&M and stuff, and that's where all his clothes were. And he was in H&M, and I walked in, he was right there, and I just like started to cry because he was like real. And then I gave him a hug, and we took a picture, and it was just really nice. And he was so smiley and sweet, and he's actually 18 now, and I'm 14. So, but that's when I was like 10, he was 14. So it's weird, but it's all good. So that's it. And if you'd like to follow me on Tumblr and see all the posts that I post now, they don't really express myself that much, except for the fact that it's all food and like iPhones and whatever. But my link is going to be in the description and right here. So if you want to go to this website, you can follow me on Tumblr and just message me and whatever. I'm fun to talk to, sort of. So that's it. And I hope I taught you something about how to start a Tumblr, and hopefully by seeing this video, maybe you'll want to start your own blog. And I honestly think it's really fun. It's just, no one can judge you. They can only see who you are by like the things you post. So it's a really good website if you're in the situation that I was in before now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next Wednesday.